Okay, now that the live is actually working. Good afternoon, denizens of the den. We are back with Blueprints. I told you that we were gonna come back and play around, so we are. We're gonna have a chill day. We're gonna see what we can discover. And yeah. I'm not sure what the RNG has in store for us. We never do. But I have picked up a couple things. You know, I try not to spoil myself, but I did look up a couple things about how to open some of the doors, find some levers. So we're going to hope that RNG is on our side and that we can find the proper rooms that we need. But we're not really going to fuss if we don't. I don't like, you know, making a big deal out of games like this because Blueprints is such a chill game. I'd rather much just have fun. Oh, hi, Nox. How you doing? Also, if anybody got spammed with a bunch of live notifications and such, I apologize for that. Ever since I tried setting up my Streamlabs for Twitch and OBS for YouTube, OBS seems to have been a bit wonky, and it kept giving me forbidden errors, so I didn't know if it was actually working or not. Okay, let me see. So, one thing I learned is that apparently there's more to the den than meets the eye, but also I need to get to that back wall of the foundation. Let's take a closer look at the den. See if we can't find something here. I did notice there is a keyhole, but it doesn't seem to interact. Maybe we just don't have the right item yet. There are a lot of clocks. Okay, we don't have the key for the trunk. Okay, and the clocks all seem to be on the same time. Oh, okay, they're actually keeping time. That's cool. Okay, so you didn't get spammed? That's good. Alright, let's see. Let's do a storeroom here. We don't need to be right up on the foundation immediately. We can work our way around while we're getting some stuff. Oh, looks like we got a constellation in here today. We'll go with the pantry. Ooh, the veranda. Yeah, let's do that. Let's add a veranda. Maybe we'll find another green room while we're here today. The metal detector. I am so glad we found that. Alright, so now we need a room. We'll go off this way, so let's add our parlor. And let's grab our key and see if we can't solve our puzzle today. Let's see. This box and the white box are both empty. This box and the blue box are both empty. The other two statements have identical wording. I mean, mostly. Screw it, let's bet on black. Hell yeah. Okay, so now I need something with a door. We're gonna add the corridor. There we go. That's why we needed this. Because now there's an elevator. Our metal detector's going off, so we need to check for something here. Aha! A little extra coinage. Good for that. Alright, so now we gotta go all the way back to our entrance hall. Right. Grab the closet. Aha! We have a die and a gem. Works for me. You know, we got some rooms to spare. I know I'm killing my step count here. I don't want to see what's in our trunk here. Aha! Key to the secret garden. Okay. So the secret garden is something that we needed. Right. We're gonna have the hallway. Metal detector's going off again. Yeah, let's see if we can't add a bedroom or something. Da 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 da. Yes. Thank you. That is quite useful. Alright, so what does the commissary have for sale today? Salt shaker, compass, shovel, or sledgehammer? What does a salt shaker do? Whenever you eat food and gain steps, gain an extra 1 step. Okay. That's cool. Nothing in the trash. Oh, that's not good. Well, looks like we're not going to be going to see what that foundation leads to anytime soon. Because unfortunately, we have blacked that off, but we still got 34 steps. And we can get back out of the entrance hall. So I'm going to use that to get onto the grounds. That's right, we can't open that one from that way. A bird bath there. Right, so I'm supposedly looking for the eastern or westernmost column. Da, 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 da. Okay, so once again, I don't have any way to make fire. And I don't have the sledgehammer. Make a wish. Huh. Wonder what that does. Well, since we can't get out right now, we'll just have to call it a day. Hope that we can get our secret garden key again. Pardon me while I indulge in a stream snack. Internet's giving you issues. Okay, so the Nook is our best bet right now. I want to get this as quick as possible this time. What is that? Coupon book. Save 1 coin on each purchase you make in the estate. Okay. That's very useful. Thank you. Okay, so we got the corridor here. Okay, so apparently that's like a one-time thing. We don't really need to worry about the lever here. So let's see, we can still wrap around. Yeah, we'll put the West Wing Hall here. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to go for the chapel. But we don't have any money, so it doesn't really bother me going through the chapel right now. Ah, the boudoir. Let's go with the hallway instead. Use a key. Put the spare room up here. Ah, so here's our elevator. Apparently it only goes down. Hello? A floor plan upgrade disc. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Okay. Now I just need to find a terminal. Basement door is locked, and we're gonna need a key. Okay. Okay. So we can go back up. Which is good for us. Means we can see if we can find a terminal today. Alright, that gets us a good amount of steps back. Hello, creature. You are adorable. Yeah, let's go ahead and put the courtyard out here. Okay, the trunk's locked. We don't have a key, unfortunately. I don't see a shovel or anything else out here. Okay. Keep heading east for right now. Aha! Well, that was a good choice. Alright, let's see here. Passageway is kind of useless. Parlor's kind of useless. Pantry's kind of useless. We'll go ahead and put the passageway anyways, because we kind of need it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put the terrace out here. Get us some more steps. Alright, once again, I don't see a shovel or anything. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and connect the parlor. The gems are in a box with a statement. Well, I'd hope so. The white box does not have a statement. Okay, so one of you is probably lying. Let's go with white. Probably wrong, but hey. Aha! Can't trust that sneaky blue bitch. Okay. So the West Wing Hall and the spare room are our best bets right now. let's go to the West Wing Hall first. Build our way down. Maybe we can get security or something. No, but we do have a greenhouse. Greenhouse has a broken lever, which will open our second antechamber door. So if we can get the greenhouse and the Great Hall at the same time, that's 2 of our 3 doors for the antechamber. Ah, more music for the music room. Okay. So each bolded word is a clue. This one's bolded word is sheep. Okay. So I will have to write that down. I do have my notes around here somewhere. The clues lie. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Yes, that's the West Wing will be closed till further notice. Alright, so we got our +2. Do our little church tax. Grab 2 coins to go with the fact that we've been in here twice. And I do forgive, sorry about the voice cracks, I'm still recovering from being sick. Alright, let's see here. I want the aquarium. Because I like it a fish. That's so cute. Oh, look at him. His big dumb smile. That's the archives. That is... pretty sure that's just the straight bedroom. Don't know what that room is. Well, that'd be the laundry room if we could ever find it. Alright, what do we got here? Let's add the cloister. I have no idea. Hello. I have no idea what the cloister does. It does have a dig spot, but how do we get to it? The rumpus room. Why not? Let's see what a rumpus room does. Oh, it has a fortune teller.
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, then. Grandfather clock, necktie. Okay, well, we have hella coin now. Of course it's locked. Alright, let's go back in the cloister. Put the guest bedroom here. Get us some steps back. Hello, key card. Okay, that's locked. Great. Okay, so head to the other side of the aquarium. We really need a shovel. Of course it's locked. And we have no way where we're gonna find a key. Well, that's shit. I'm gonna do a quick once over still. Maybe we overlooked a key or something somewhere. Ooh. Actually, we can go down here. Because we do have a key card. I don't know if using it on the elevator summon will do anything, but let's find out. Hey, does not seem to have done much. Well, shit, I was really hoping to use that upgrade. Hey, drone. I'm not gonna say it was useless. Very rarely is anything actually useless. Sometimes it's more of just me being an absolute idiot. But because I know that I don't have to worry about going to the back of the foundation anymore, I'm not going to be too worried about getting to it. We're just going to collect our keys, our diamonds, our coins. Alright, so we've got our breaker box just in case we need it. Now we get security. Gee, if only we still had that disc. Okay, so that does it for our east wing doors, pretty much. The chapel here. Thank you for the gem. Yes, we do want a drawing room. We do love our drawing rooms. Put our guest bedroom here. Security is a good thing to have. All right. So now, if we happen to find the disc again, we've got a terminal. Let's go ahead and put our din in. We draw our floor plan because we don't have the money for that passageway. Go ahead and put in our library. Let's see, we've done the swim bird, we've done fixed stars, we've done the drafting strategy, and the pump manual. Let's try the Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Spin the gem, get the garage, because we're gonna need some keys here. And because we have our breaker, we should have enough to get back there. We can turn the power on. Do, 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 do. Turn the power off to the gym. Turn the power on to the garage. Perfect. Haven't even gotten to the foundation yet. Oh look, a ladder. Oh, I really hope that goes. Yes, the west gate has been permanently unlocked. Good, 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 good. Do the tool shed. A low metal detector and magnifying glass. Although it does not seem to want to give me the metal detector. There we go. Drew ourselves into a corner again. Damn. Every time we get ahead, right? But that's okay, that's okay. We have a permanent. Means we never have to worry about that gate again. Still don't know what's gonna go there. Okay, so since we have this permanently now, okay, so we can't actually go there until we put a room up there. A fallout shelter? Or a tomb? Let's do the fallout shelter. Why not? That's a pretty painting. Aha! We have an additional terminal. Welcome to the Mount Holly Bomb Shelter. Time lock save. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time so long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. Well, that'd be great, but I don't know what time it is. Radiation monitor. A measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. Well. Sounds like we know what we have to do then. Okay, so it is day 20, but I don't know what time it is. I don't even know what day it is. We're gonna assume it's January. Let's try that. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. So there were people in here. I don't like that. Okay. Well, get back to the main house. See what time it is. Okay, so it's not quite 9 a.m. yet. Okay, we don't have an item in code check right now. That'll be good if we find another disc or something. So we're gonna go ahead and just keep that. Well, that's not good. You know, I kind of want to, yeah, I want to grab the sledgehammer because who knows what we might need it for. We also have the den already unlocked, so oh, of course. The one day that I have a sledgehammer, there's not a trunk in the den. This. There's a trunk in the courtyard, however. And 3 keys. Really wish I had gotten a gym there. That's okay. Let's see, the gems are in a box with a true statement. Statement on the blue box is true. 2 of these statements are true. Let's risk it on blue. Of course. Alright, so because we have the shelter, we no longer have to fear the chapel. So that is a good thing. Yeah, Let's put in a dining room. All right, put in a spare room here, because that means that we have finally, for the first time, reached rank 8. Put in a nook, get a key. Oh, I wish we had that gem. Alright, so we've got our library, so let's check out our book here. A Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. A modest account of our town by Sir Andrew Darrell. The third largest city in Finn Ares and site of its former capital, Reddington is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. Reddington's most popular attraction and a guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Gardens is loved by both locals and visitors for its azure and canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-covered trails, and a mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime is Reddington's busy season. Situated just east of town, the Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. A cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, yet even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in this picturesque walk, which concludes at Mainway Station. And then we have a sample here of Ilex ex Mesave, a specimen of holly unique to Reddington's mountain. You will find, sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, the former home of Lord William Epson, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Epsons since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Epson, his oldest son, Lionel Epson, left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence and began operating as a historic house museum and tourist attraction, and the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. It is still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Orianda Ares when Reddington was still the capital. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water, and gliding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Finn Ares' premier vacation destinations, exclusive for its more privileged citizens. The lakeside resort and cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays. At an elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in the Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience, and one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give this mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded, whether or not they actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of the Mount Holly schoolhouse in '66. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. For the sentimental tourists wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar, but don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, this unique marketplace was once Reddington's central railway station, in a time when the realm's trains were still in service. Now, the turnstiles, footbridge, and platform have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Whether you are bargain hunting, looking for adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington. And then we have a quick little map, which we're not even on. Okay, so we've got 16 steps left. We've got 1 key left. We can't even put it in the aquarium. Fine, we'll put it in the conference room. We will bang our head that we can't open that. Alright, did we read this last time? Yes, we did. Alright, so let's get back to our dining room real quick. Because we have finally reached rank 9, which means that we have a meal. We have a pizza. Hell yes, I will eat a pizza. Today's main course is wood-fired pizza. Summer truffle sauce smothered in fontina cheese, wild mushrooms, and spiced salami, cooked to perfection with just the right amount of char. Plus 20 steps, and if we had had a furnace, we would have gotten 30. Yes, please. So that gets us up to 29 steps. So we are a little more ready to wander around and see what else we can find today. I think we missed that time lock safe. Damn it. Okay, so the door's locked. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna see if we have the safe. Hello? Of course it's still locked. One step forward, 8 to 12 steps back. Oh, shit. So if we did this right, the safe should still be open. If we didn't or we missed it, then oh well. And I think we missed it. Okay, cool. So it's almost 11. Alright, well, that's not working. So let's just call it a day. We've been going for over an hour, so I think day 21 is going to be our last day today. And I might switch over to Oblivion, might stream a little later today, who knows. Let's put in the hovel. That way, every time we get a special blueprint today, instead of gems, it'll just cost us steps. And if we plan the house right, we can grab some bedrooms, keep up plenty of steps. Yep, we already have a bedroom, and we do want to keep a bedroom. Ah, we have the coin purse. So that'll give us an additional coin every time we collect 3. Ah, yes. Sleep mask. Every time we enter the first time we enter each bedroom, while holding the sleep mask, we gain 5 steps in addition to what the bedroom normally gives us. Which brings us back to 50 really handy. Yes. We have the locksmith. 1 key, 3 keys, special key lockpick kit. We do not have the money, senor, but don't worry. We'll be back. We'll be back. Oh, if only I had my sledgehammer. So we have the nursery. Oh, look, a key. The Little Prince? The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view He had heard that the sky was not a red hue, so he always had a book to turn his eyes down. He was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed. And maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. So that leads me to think that these red things are important. And yet, cannot interact with anything red. Unless that means, it cursed me to red rooms all day. In which case I'm gonna be very pissed off. Of course it won't give us a room that actually makes sense. Redraw. Give us a room that we can get to the foundation from. Alright, so we got the commissary. We need some coinage here, guys. Aha! We have a shovel. Okay, nothing of interest buried there. How about over here? An old tin can, not worth picking up. Oh, let's see. Yeah, let's get some coins from the pantry. We also have the office. The office we have never been to. Is that an upgrade disc? Please tell me that's an upgrade disc. Hell yeah. Alright, what do we got in here? Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. Okay then. Okay, I don't know what that did, but apparently that was the last thing we needed to do here. Alright. Let's see what floor or upgrades we can do. Alright, so we are upgrading the closet. Okay. What can we upgrade it to? empty closet, the bedroom closet, or the hallway closet. Let's do... See, an empty closet is 0 unless it's attached to a red room, and then we get +4. But that means that we're going to have to do a lot of red rooms. You know what? Yeah, why not? So that's permanent. So I'm going to have to live with that choice. But, you know, it kind of works. Okay, so we have a combination. I don't have the combination. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go into the laboratory. Oh, there's our key card. This machine requires... Okay, yeah, so we need the boiler room. Okay. So it looks like that's all we can do today. Let's go to the locksmith real quick. See what they can offer us. We've only got 5 coins, which isn't enough to get us a special key. Yeah, that only get us 1 key. Ah, well. Call it a day. It actually took a lot less than I thought, so I guess we can run another day. I am liking being able to get to these outer rooms quick. Okay. We've got the root cellar, the trading post, or the shelter. Let's do the shelter because we do have to draft some red rooms today. Make sure there's not anything just sitting in the shelter waiting for us to grab it. Yeah, it's gonna give me crap about putting the den in so often, but you know what? The den is useful as hell. Yes. There we go. Is that the silver key? It's a silver key. Good, 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 good. All right. So it's a good thing I got that upgrade. Let's redraw this, see what else we can get. Let's go for the wine cellar. Okay. West Wing Hall. Guess we'll go ahead and put the spare room there. Special key, yes. Let's use our silver key. Huh. Let's do the drawing room. We don't have to worry about the gymnasium because we've got our shelter on. Don't have our shovel, unfortunately. I'm really hoping that we can find our pump room. Alright, so we've got this. So that'll lead us to a hallway, a green room, a bedroom, a red room, or a gold room. Let's do a bedroom. Do the boudoir. Of course it's locked. Ooh, tomorrow you will start the day with 20 extra steps. Hell yes. And we've got a gym. Okay, I like the sauna. Alright, we've got our sledge back. Don't know if we've seen any chests. And of course that's locked. Like I said, I don't remember if we've seen any chests. But let's take a good look around. Got another safe. I really got to start looking up these safe combinations. Alright, so we're going to save and quit here. And then I think I'm going to take an hour break. And I'll be back around 3, 4 o'clock with some Oblivion. So, thank you guys for joining me. I guess we had a bit of fun finding new rooms and everything. And I will see you guys in a couple hours. Bye-bye.